So in the last sessions, we covered very clearly about, sir, what is the what how we can perform, how you can develop APIs, like all these things we discussed in detail, sir. Okay, sir. Now the next thing what I want to discuss, of course, we covered pagination, we covered filtering. What about nested serializers? Okay, like these are things we discussed already in the last sessions, right? So now I want to go for a small important concept. What we have to talk is, so consuming, okay, consuming third party API, okay, third party API from our Django application, because so you people should aware about you people should aware about okay, how you can communicate, how we can communicate with the third party APIs from our Django application. Sir, here if you observe, you are playing two roles, sir, in our Django sessions. Have you remembered, right? Django classes, sir, you are application developer. Regarding you are developing applications, your role is application developer. So now, sir, here whenever if you are, but whenever we are taking REST API, whenever we are talking about REST API sessions, our role is API. Just our role is do you know API developer? Observe that very carefully, sir. Our role is API developer. Okay, so both the roles compulsory, you should be very familiar, so that you will get more package. Remember that. Do you know, in my offline sessions, one student almost demanded, 5 lakhs or 6 lakhs, some package, like with the 3 years of experience, of course, God's gift only. Okay, sir. But do you know, right, in the once in the interview room, interview person asked, do you know REST API? Do you know REST API? Then automatically, do you know, the package migrated to, I mean, the package upgraded to 7 lakhs. Because that person aware REST API also, because that much hot cake in the market, application developer, and even you can play API developer role also. Then automatically good package you people can expect. Okay, now, sir, what I want to do is, I want to justify these two roles in this session, sir. Okay, so that you will get in reality where we can use, you people can get much clarity about this one. So, what I want to do is, I'm sending a request. Just to take very special care. I'm sending a request, sir. I'm sending a request. If I'm sending the request, now, from where the request is coming, what is the IP address? From where the request is coming, what is the IP address? Next, and after that, what is my location? What is the client location? What is the client location? Next, what is his what is city? I mean address. Next, pin code, chip code, like a complete information. I want to I want to provide the responses, sir. Are you getting? So my requirement is my requirement is, sir, very simple. So we have to, whenever client is sending a request, my Django application should provide the response. What is the IP address? What is the location? What is his language? Which language this person, that location is related to which language? That location is related to which state, which country, which continent, like all the information related to the client. I want to provide, yeah, the part of responses. This is about my requirement. Are you getting the point, right? Now, simply, I want to play application developer role. Observe, I want to play application developer role. I have to develop one application to provide such a type of response by using simply Django, right? Okay. But here there is one small twist is there. Okay, client's IP address, client city, client state, client country, all those things are required. So to get all such information, so there is one third party vendor is there, who is the responsible to provide. I will consume that third party API in my Django application. Now third party API provided results I will provide to my client. Okay, are you able to understand, right? My requirement is very clear, sir. Okay, now I want to develop one Django application. I want to develop one Django application, sir. My Django application, whenever client sends a request, now I have to provide which responses are, whenever client sends a request, I require to provide the response is, so what is your city, what is the state, what is the country, what is your IP address, like such type of information I have to provide. But to get all that information, I have two options. One option is I have to write the code on my own. I require to write the code on my own, which may be difficult. That's why I will inquire any third party person can provide such type of information. If I can provide IP address of the client. Array, just now I got the request, man. Just now I got the request. So this is the IP address of my client. Can you please provide his complete information? Like I want to ask. There is one third party vendor is there, sir. Who is that vendor is, okay, IP Stack. Are you getting what is this vendor name, sir? IP Stack. IP Stack is the vendor is there. He is offering API. Okay. Now this person just sends a request to the API. Now this IP Stack will provide JSON response. That JSON response happily I will display to the end user whatever required information, right? So my life got very simple. We are not required to do anything. Just the contact IP Stack people providing API. Just I will use that API and I will provide response to my client. Okay, response to my end user. Are you getting right? So if you are capable of consuming third-party APIs, then sir, our applications will become more powerful. Correct or not? Please confirm. So with the less effort, with the less code, we can do multiple things because if you are habitizing to use a third-party APIs. Yes, friends, all the people are in the position to understand. You respond, man. Why the people, majority of the people are silent? I don't know. Yes, is it clear for all of you, right? This is about my requirements, sir. How you can do that? How we can do that? Yes, all those things I will explain so that you can get much clarity, sir. First, let me open this ipstack.com. Okay, ipstack.com. I have to open, sir. ipstack.com. Okay, now here that's all. This is ipstack.com. ipstack.com. Now here get a free API key. Are getting get a free API key. So means it is not a public API. Have you observed? It is not public API. If you want to send the request, compulsory key must be required. API key must be required. API key must be is nothing but maybe token authentication or otherwise maybe token authentication or maybe JWT authentication internally. Correct, right? Yes, friends. Maybe these application people are using maybe token authentication or maybe they are using JWT authentication. Like next the pricing, sir, just have a look once. So 0 free 10,000 requests per month, they are in a position to provide support. Next limited support, like so if I can take sir $10 per month, $9.99 per month, they will provide support up to 50,000 requests also. You can communicate 50,000 number of times per month, no problem at all, sir. Next, $50 if you can provide 5 lakhs, up to 5 lakhs requests per month, you can. So based on your website traffic, okay, the corresponding what we call pricing, the corresponding bill or otherwise thing we require to select. Clear, right? Are you getting? But anyway, as of now, I don't want okay paid version. I want to go for free API key. Okay, very simple, sir. You have to provide. You require to provide your information. Email. Maybe just I'm taking. So Durga TOC at the rate gmail.com. I'm taking password, sir. Password. Just I'm taking my own password, anything, IP stack 123 or something like. Okay, now so just Mallika Devi I'm taking. Mallika Devi, address High Tech City, Hyderabad, postal code 5,38. Okay, Hyderabad. State optional anyway, optional information we are not required to provide. Next country, India. India just I'm taking. India, like company name, all these company details are not required. Not required. I'm not a robot. Okay. So I read agree terms and conditions like sign up. Are you getting? Just observe that. Sign up. Okay. Well, are you getting? Just I sign up. Now, welcome to the IP Stack API, Mallika. This guide should get you started in a matter of seconds. Let's dive right in. Step one, your API access key. What is my API access key, sir? Can you please observe that? Can you please have a look? Let me save this access key. Okay, like API access key. Do you know this type of? I hope it is the token-based authentication. Correct, right? Friends, Priyank, you know, yes, it is the token based, correct, right? It is the mostly token based. I hope. Next, sir, standard lookup, bulk lookup, request lookup like this. Sir, how you can send the request? Standard lookup. How you can send the request? Yes. This is the thing, sir. Now observe this one. This is the standard lookup itself. This is the way how you can this is the way. If you want, you can send the request. Maybe my address, my IP address is this one, sir. Maybe my IP address is this one. If you can send the IP address under this key, now this IP address related complete information, yes, this API is the responsible to provide. Now have a look once, sir. Just I'm sending normally. Now JSON response by default we are going to get. Have you observed? IP address, type, next continent code AS means continent name Asia, country code India, next region code TG Telangana, are getting Telangana, region name Telangana, city Hyderabad, zip code 5,25,000, latitude, longitude, like these things are very important for Google Maps. Regarding if you can provide latitude and longitude, then automatically Google Map also you can integrate, sir. Once you have latitude and longitude, if you want you can communicate with the Google API. If you want, you can communicate with the Google API, sir. Google Map API. Now that Google Map API display that location information in the map. Okay, so we are not required to do anything, sir. Just communicate with the third-party vendors. They will provide services for our application. Google Map API. Google Map API is also there, sir. Okay, if you can communicate, now that information happily you can able to display to my client. Clear? Are you in the position to understand, right? Okay, like this is the information I'm getting, sir. Now I want to write one Django application. I want to develop a Django application to do this one, sir. What is the way? How I can do that? Very simple, sir. What I will do is, let me create one separate application. Okay, like let me go for here cd rest API apps booting. Okay, now Django admin start project. Sir, it is the plain Django project. It is no way related to REST API. Just I'm not developing API, I'm consuming third-party API. That's all. Django admin start project, consuming third-party API, consuming third-party API, sir, project like this I'm taking, sir. Okay, project like that. Consuming third-party API project. Okay, now cd consuming third-party API project. Py manage.py manage.py start the app, test the app like this I'm taking, sir. Start app, test app like I'm taking. Now let me go for consuming third-party API. Now, first activity inside settings.py. Inside settings.py, let me add. Please guide. What thing I have to add? Please guide. What I have to add inside installed apps. Vinod, I will give left and right. My role is Django application developer. I'm not API developer. Okay, remember that. I'm not API developer. And my role is Django application developer. I'm not API developer. Okay, that's fine. So just simply REST app is enough. I don't know about REST API. Just I want to consume third-party person. I'm not developer of API. Just I'm application developer. That's all. Okay. Only REST app is enough. Not required. Not required to take REST. What we call REST framework. Okay. Well. Now my requirement is observe carefully. Sir, inside test app, let me open views.py. Let me open views.py, sir. Now you can take a function. Okay, you can take a function based view. Def get geographic info of request. Olden days. So almost a few there is a long time before we write function based views. Okay, like this is just I wrote, sir. Now my requirement is, sir, I want to, whenever a request is coming, I want to get the request. I want to get the request IP address of the request, sir. From where this request is coming, I want to get the IP address. Okay, how you can do that? Very simple. You are not required to aware anything, sir. Open the Google. How to get IP address. Sir, from request in Django. Strictly speaking, I don't know, sir. I don't know. Just I will check the code. Okay, how I get the user IP address in Django like this, right? Okay, Stack Overflow. Now they are telling some ID client IP request.meta of remote address, something like. Okay, like they are. Can you please observe that? So is it forwarded request or direct request? If it is a forwarded request, then automatically this is the IP address. If it is not forwarded request, then directly get the IP address, get the direct IP address, like a return IP, get client IP. Okay, some function is there happily, so we can use. Okay, happily we can use. Even more simplified thing I want to take, because maybe the request may be forwarded. If the request is forwarded, sir, who is the first person? What is the first IP address forwarded? Because A forwarded to B, A forwarded to B, sir. A forwarded to B, B forwarded to C, and then now the request is coming to my Django application. I want A's IP address. That's why this 0 means first IP address in the case of forward. If it is not forward, it is a direct request, then automatically remote address, like we require to use, sir. Okay, this is the way how you can. Now what I'm trying to take, yes, happily you can use this code. Or otherwise, is there any shortcut, something like all the things are going to be there in a single line? I will do that. No, same code only there. Okay, so there is here that thing we can use, sir. No problem at all. So instead of this, now I'm trying to write. Have a look once, sir. What I'm trying to take, IP is equal to request dot. Can you please observe very carefully, sir? IP is equal to request dot meta dot in the IP address, right? Get R. Sir, here meta is a dictionary. Meta is a headers information. Get R. HTTPX forwarded for. Are you getting? Get R. HTTPX forwarded for. Okay. If this one is there, then automatically so get that data. If it is not there, just empty. If it is not there, get empty. R single line I'm writing the code, sir. Observe the beauty here. See R what I'm trying to take. So here if it is not forwarded, can you please let me take this one. Can you please remote address, like What I'm trying to do? Anyone are you in the position to identify? Can you please tell? If it is the forwarded, if it is the forwarded, directly we are going to get forwarded IP address from where the request is coming, sir. If it is not forwarded, if it is not forwarded, now observe, it is not forwarded, sir. It is not forwarded. Now empty, empty we are getting. Empty means false. Empty means false. Observe that even none also acceptable, false. If it is a false, so R compulsory second one we require to consider. Second one is direct client IP address. Okay. Anyway, just with pleasant mind you can analyze this line is going to provide IP address of the client. Even in the case of forwarded request also, it is going to get original IP address only. Now I got IP address. Any doubt? Friends, up to this is the clear. Now I got IP address line. So once you got IP address, now I want to communicate with the API. How I can communicate with the API? Okay, here they provided this is the style. I want to send the GET request. This is the style. From Python, if you want to send the HTTP request, compulsory some module must be required. Anyone, can you please tell? I forgot the name. From Python, if you want to send the request, some module must be required. What is that module? Respond, friends. What is the module? Some module must be required. Okay, to send a HTTP request, import request module. Okay, by using this module, you can send a HTTP request, sir. Now the problem is yes, request module. So you can ask request dot first URL must be required. Again, first URL must be required, sir. So let me create URL is equal to like this. Okay, sorry. URL is equal to, he provided already URL. Okay, this is the URL, sir. API like. But this thing should not be hard coded. This one should be client IP address. This one should be client IP address. That's why what I'm trying to take is observe carefully, sir. Here plus, okay, plus like this I'm taking. Now this one is also a string. Okay, well, so now this thing I have to replace with this one I require to replace with the IP address. But IP address in string style I want str of IP. Can you please confirm? Any explanation is required? In the URL string I added IP address because my required format of URL is my required format of URL is do you know here this is the required format, HTTP API stack, and then here. But this one I'm taking str of IP. Okay, URL is ready. Now send the request to this URL. Now send the request to this URL. Okay, like what is the way, sir? Response is equal to can you please guide request dot get of URL. That's it. Now I got the response. So do you know without REST API at the beginning days I covered from the Python partner application. I used the Python partner application, Python script. This is the script I wrote. Have you remembered, right? Next, data is equal to sir, how you can response dot JSON. Now it is a simple dictionary, sir. It is a simple dictionary, right? Now can you please send this dictionary to the template file, okay, to provide response to the end user. Okay, like now what I'm taking, return render of. Have you remembered olden days whenever we are whenever we were kid, at that time we send the sending to the template file, send rendering the response from the template file. Like what is the way? Please confirm. Request comma test yeah slash info dot html comma sir data context is equal to data, like we require to pass. Clear, right? Yeah, Priyank, what your doubt? I didn't get you. Sir, who is sending us our IP stack? Our IP? What then? Priyank. Priyank, can you please tell what your doubt? I didn't get your doubt. Sir, who is sending us our IP? IP stack application. Okay, who is sending us our IP? Line number 5. Priyank, just observe that. This is my, I mean, at the beginning, the diagram, I hope it's clear. Have a look once. This is the Django application what I'm developing. This is the Django application what I'm developing, sir. Okay. Now, just observe a bit very carefully. This is whenever client sends a request, immediately I will ask, array client, what is your IP address? Now I'm passing that IP address to IP stack. IP stack. Now IP stack providing is complete information. That information, okay, that information I'm sending to the template file to provide the response. Are you getting? So client IP address I'm getting at this stage. Now I'm sending the request to IP stack, that IP address, so that this IP address related complete information. So we are going to get. So now I got the complete information. Now I'm sending that data to template file to display for the end user. That's all. Now, what is our next job? Can you please confirm? What is our next job? View function is ready. What is the next one? You have to tell. I don't know, I forgot. URLs not, let me go for template. Template folder must be required. Okay? Templates folder must be required. If you want to use templates, in the settings.py, we have to do something. At our childhood, somewhere we did template dir. Are you getting? Template dir is equal to os.path.join. Okay, base dir comma templates. Next, inside here template dir. Okay, template dir, like this I'm taking. Okay, dir template dir, like I'm taking, sir. Okay, well, now the next thing what I have to take inside test inside our project, let me create the templates folder. Okay, new folder I require to create. What is the new folder name? Templates folder. Okay, inside the templates folder we require to create another folder. What is that folder? Test app. Inside the test app we have to create one file. What is that file? Info.html. Okay, like that's all. Info.html. Now here this is the HTML. Sir, if you want styling, all those things happily you can do that. But anyway, as of now, just let me simple display the data, right? Okay. Here inside the body, sir, I'm taking h1. Okay. So it is consuming external, consuming third party API, APIs demo like this I'm taking. This is next one HR tag also I'm taking. Next here your geographic information. Okay, now I'm taking your geographic information, your geographic information, like I'm taking. So here I have to display. Observe that very carefully, sir. So here your IP address your IP address like your IP address. Okay, now how I can display IP address, right? Do you know here this data is a dictionary. In this dictionary, what is the key related to IP address? Have you remembered? Somewhere I send the request. Somewhere I send the request, sir. This is the response what I'm going to get if I send the request to IP stack. Now observe this one. This is the like in the what is the key? IP. IP is the key. IP is the key. That's fine. Now in my template file, okay, in my here just we have to take IP. Regarding just we require to take IP, your IP address. Next here your just content name. This is the your content name. Content name. Your content name. Content means Asia, something like that. Okay. Vinod, not data.ip, directly IP, because that is it is a dictionary. That dictionary is available here. Okay. Now here IP. Now content name. This is the content name Asia. Asia's content name. I'm taking Asia. Next, your what is the next country name? Okay, your country name. Country name I'm providing, sir. So country name. Okay, your country name. Okay, like this. Okay, next your country name. Next your region name, Telangana. Okay, like your region name. Your region name. Region name I'm taking. Region name. Region name. Next, any other things? Telangana city, sir. City. Maybe it may provide almost worldwide, right? Okay, maybe approximated data. Your city, okay, like city, like this. I'm taking city, sir. Your city. Zip. Next, zip. Like I'm taking, sir. That's all zip. Next, your latitude, your geographic location, latitude and the longitude. Okay, latitude. Okay, like sir. Next, especially in the what we call satellite terminology, there we may have this type of things: latitude, longitude, like your longitude, like. Yeah, that's all, friends. Okay, now so my HTML, I mean template file is also ready, sir. Okay, can you please guide what is the next one I have to take? Here let me take some style tag. Okay, media is equal to like this. Style tag body. Do you know how you can use body BG color background is red. Next, text is white, something like I'm taking. Is it valid? Please guide, because long days before. Background color, color is equal to white, correct, right? Okay, yeah. Now it's a very simple, sir. Now what is the next one I have to take? Only one file, urls.py. Regarding urls.py, we have to take, sir, urls.py. Okay, very simple. From test app, import views. Okay, here just I'm taking, sir, just nothing, sir. I don't want to take anything. Just empty, sir, dollar. Okay, just empty dollar, like this. Not required to provide anything, just send the request. Automatically it is going to provide. Automatically it's going to provide your information like that. Okay, now let me start the server, sir. Py manage.py run server. If any mistakes are there, don't worry, we will correct that. Okay, well, there is somewhere views dot, what is the function name? Get geographic info. Are you getting get geographic info like this? I'm taking, sir. Okay, like now observe. Yes, friend, server is ready. Okay, server is ready. Can I send the request? Can I send the request? 127 slash, that's all. Now have you observed? Now I'm getting some problem. Your path did not match. Just empty is it's enough, right? Even empty also. Not required. Priyank, yes, just empty is also acceptable. Okay, no issue. It is also valid. Slash we require to remove, I hope. Have you observed, right? Can you please cross check your geographic information is your IP address 127.0.0.1, your container name none like, because from which mission I'm sending the request, local mission. From which mission I'm sending the request, IP address is treated as local mission, right? Okay, my application is not holding on the server. Again, we are sending the request from the local. That's why the problem is going to come. Okay, I will do one thing. So what is the IP address of my mission? Okay, what is the IP address of my location? Have you remembered, right? Here this is the IP address. Okay, let me send the request in the views.py. Let me hard code that. Let me hard code that, sir. URL is equal to like this. I'm taking URL is equal to like I'm taking, sir. Okay, now observe. URL is equal to, let me comment this one. Okay, of course in the production it will work, don't worry, sir. Now let me send the request. Your IP address, Subramaniam is telling his IP address is sharing his IP address. Okay, good. Instead of hard coding, okay, I will first let me execute and then I will go for that. Okay, don't worry. Here just observe, I'm sending the request. I'm trying to send the request. Okay, like sir, have you observed? Now, sir, this is Asia. Next, India, Telangana, Hyderabad, 5,25,000 latitude, and like. Can I able to get this information or not? Can I get this information or not? Yes. Okay. Subramaniam IP address is sharing. Let me cross check, sir. Instead of my IP address, okay, instead of this IP address, let me take yes, 124.40.246.61. Now, yes, here observe that. Here observe, even in info.html, white background is not that much good. Now have a look once. You are in Karnataka, you are in Bangalore city. Your zip code is this one, like Subramaniam. Is this your information? Yes, you are in the Bangalore. Your zip code is 560055. Like anyone, can you please share your IP address so that I can tell your location? Are you getting? This is my local application. If it is there in the live, if this application, if I will move to the live, then happily, you can send the request. Don't worry, sir. Even I had that arrangement also for you. Don't worry. Up to this is the clear. Okay. Up to this is the clear, right? Yes, friends. Any other person? Yes, Seema. Maybe I know she's from Delhi, right? Seema, what is your place? Delhi, right? Yeah. Okay. Let me in the views.py. Let me change IP address 103.212.146 and so on. Now let me send the request. Now observe, maybe my server is running state. Yes. Can you please India, Delhi? Okay. Your city is Delhi and your zip code is latitude, longitude, national. Okay. Here your region, Delhi, India, Asia, like this, right? Correct, Sima? That's all. Maybe approximated information only. Approximated. Don't worry about that. Yeah. So last one, everyone is sharing IP. Okay. This is our last. Anyway, it is the same man. Okay. Don't worry. Yeah. Neeraj. Now observe that. Here, let me send the request. Let me send the request. Okay. Neeraj, it is not capturing your information. Is it? Maybe secured or this IP is not there. What that, Neeraj? You are from IP stack trace is not in a position, okay, to provide information. Okay, well, Noida, maybe Noida may not be in a position to capture. Okay, so now observe a bit very carefully about this terminology, sir. What I have to, what I have to do here is very simple. I moved, of course, this application to the live also, so that from anywhere you can send the request. Of course, with one of my student, offline student, okay, he moved this one to the production. Even the code is also available with me, sir. Okay, not the code. I will. What that is? Can you please observe that Venkata Prasad dot Python anywhere.com pythonanywhere.com/info. He defined URL pattern also like. Now, sir, can you please observe? Can you please send your request to this? Okay, is it going to work or not? Have a look once, sir. Sir, I moved. It's already moved in our Django sessions. Have you remembered, right? I covered already Python deployment. Now, sir, can you please observe that? Yes, friends. This is it working? Is it going to provide your information? Can you please cross check? Just send the request to this. Yes. Is it working? Can you please send from your mission? Yes, the same application. Just we moved to the production. Maybe it is the pythonanywhere.com. Okay, like now the code is the same, sir. pythonanywhere.com. Just I hope already the same credentials only it is login. The same it's already there because I tested today only. Okay, in the files, if you observe the files, okay, in the geography info is project name. This is local project. Next and after the test app. In the test app, can you please cross check views.py? Can you please cross check views.py? Whatever the code we wrote is the same code only. Have you observed, right? Whatever the code we wrote is the same code only. Okay. Next, here same code only, right? Next, if you observe that, okay, admin URL.py, same. This is the only thing. Next, next templates. Inside templates, info.html is there. Info.html code. Can you please have a look once? Same code. Continent name, country name, region name, city, zip, longitude, and latitude. Like. So what we did is we are Django developers. Just we are consuming third-party APIs into our from Django application. Is it? I hope everyone in the position to understand. Are you getting the basic idea right, friends? Now it is very clear for you people, right? Okay, sir. Subramaniam, broadband name also, yes, you can get. I hope you can get. I hope which service provider you are using. Can you please check our API? Earlier, yeah, the response we took, right? This is. Are you saying anywhere which internet we are using? That maybe type continent name. Okay, like can you please cross check languages? It is telling. No. Here service provider like ACT. No, here it is not there. Somewhere I saw there is one API which is the responsible to provide that information also. Which internet connection we are choosing. That thing also we can get. Yeah. Maybe of course this API is limited. It is going to provide up to this, right? So all the people are in a position to understand up to this. So just try, Vinod, Subramaniam, Seema, just can you please try how to consume Google Maps? How you can consume? Okay, now what you did is here you did just you are providing the response. That's all. This is the response you are getting, sir. This is the response. If I send the request, then automatically what response I'm getting. So this is the response what I got. Okay, here just this is the response I'm getting. But now my requirement is here Google Map. This location also should be pointed. This is about my requirement, right? Then what you have to do here, sir, very simple. Very simple. Open the google.com. Okay, just the Google Map API key. Google Map API. Google Map key. Google Map key. Like just observe that. Then automatically Google Maps get the API key. Google Maps. Like you may get. Okay, Google Maps get API key. Console get started like this. How you can get just you can just go through that. Okay, like if you have the time, happily you can do that. Okay, now that you can do just based on extra. Clear, friends? Up to this, it's a very clear, right? Okay. Now, what is the next cinema I have to discuss, right? So up to this, we played the role of application developer or API developer. The role of application developer or API developer. Yes, friends, application developer. Now I want to explain API developer role also. API developer role also. Okay. So just I want to explain API developer role also. How we can do that, sir? Okay, very simple. So for the last 1.5 months, 2 months onwards, we are playing this role only. What the specialty is there? Okay, there is a small specialty is there. Now take a bit special case, sir. In our class, Django classes, the people who attended Django sessions, there is one application is there. Django projects OT, Durga jobs project, Durga news project, something like Durga jobs project is there. Can you please observe that Durga jobs project is there? Okay, jobs app. Okay, jobs project, jobs app. Like let me check modals.py. Sir, just I'm closing all these things. Just have a look once. Sir, I developed already one Django application. Is there? Is there, sir? Now nothing in this. It is not there anything. Any other place you might have any DJ project or something like? No. Durga news project. No, not this one. Hmm. Student project. What there inside? No. I will do one thing. Just have a look once, sir. Okay, let me take one application is already just I developed. Just I developed in today. Just have a look once, sir. There is one project is there. Now have a look once. DJ project. What is the project name? DJ project. Sir, now here there is something I have to do. DJ project. Mhm. It is not copying by default. Not disable. 1 minute, sir. D colon D Django. D Django projects. Okay. Well, DJ project. DJ project. Test app. Okay, just API. Cut this one. Okay. Now just paste. Save site. Okay. Well, sir. Now observe. I hope it's gone. I hope it's gone. Nothing is there, sir. Now just have a look once, sir. Modals.py. At the beginning days, whenever I introduce the models concept, just the modals.py. Okay. Here Hyderabad jobs, next Bangalore jobs, next Chennai jobs, and then Pune jobs. Like there are 4 models are there, but I implemented only HYD jobs. Don't worry, sir. I implemented only HYD jobs. Now this is the models.py. Any explanation is required about models.py? Can you please confirm? Please respond. Any explanation is required about this one? HYD jobs, how many fields are available? Date, company, title, eligibility, address, email, phone number, like. It is the Django application I developed already, right? Now, admin.py. Okay, HYD jobs admin. I want to list out all like admin interface, right? Next, views.py. Even pagination also I define, sir. Even pagination also I define. Jobs information. Can you please display? Sir, paginator jobs list of 25 jobs per page I want, like Django pagination, not a DRF pagination, sir. Django pagination, I explained this one, sir. Okay, like assume, okay, this is HYD jobs, like next template files are there to display the jobs information, all those things, right? Now let me start the server. Okay, let me start the server. Let me here Django projects, DJ project py manage.py run server, py manage.py run server, like I'm taking. Okay, well, no module found a test app.api, because I removed something, right? That's why the problem is coming. Nothing, just only one line, okay, remove this part, that's all. Only one line. Perfect. Okay, now let me send the request 127 like this. Now beautiful application is ready. Okay, beautiful application is ready. If I can ask HYD jobs, now Hyderabad jobs information, happily it is going to display, sir. Of course, pagination is also there. Here next page it's going to display next jobs, like anywhere there, sir. Okay, assume these are this is the jobs information, Hyderabad jobs information I'm displaying. Now my question is, take very special care. Up to this, what is my role? What's my role? Application, right? What's my role? Application developer. My role is application developer. Beautiful application I developed, sir. Now this application, if anyone want to use, open the browser, open the browser, and send the request. That's all. Now we can get. Now one person is coming, sir, I want to use this application from my mobile app, to get a jobs data, Do you have any API for this application? Then immediately I can tell, sorry, I'm not having any API. Then immediately this mobile app person can choose another Django application. Next, Java application person is coming. I want your jobs data. Up to date, you are providing good jobs. I want your jobs data to use in my Java application, Java application. Can you please provide? Do you have any API for that? Sorry, man, not having any API. If you want to see jobs information, open the browser, send a request. Now I can display only jobs information. That's all it's going to tell. Are you getting the point, right? Okay, so only end user from the browser can able to get this jobs information. Okay, Python application, other mobile application, or otherwise Java application can't use this application to get a jobs data. Okay, well, now what I want to do is I want to provide API for this web application, so that my application services can be used by all the remaining third-party applications. How I can do that? Are you getting the point, right? Now application developer, API developer roles are different. Application developer developed the application. Now I have to provide API. By using that API, all the remaining people happily can get information, right? How you can do that? How we can do that? Now, so here views.py, urls.py, all this nonsense, which is used for our application development, right? Which is used for our application development. But for API, how you can do that? Don't touch your application related resources in your API. Don't touch these files. What I have to do? Don't touch these things, right? what I require to do that? Very simple. Here I will go for, here I will go for settings dot. Here just observe that. First thing, I want to become API developer. So inside settings.py, add the REST framework. Now it's already added because I removed, right? Okay. Now you require to add the REST framework because you are going to play the role of API developer also. Okay, REST framework. Well, now what I require to do is very simple, sir. In your application test, yeah, let me create one separate folder. What is the folder I'm using? API. Are you getting? So for this test, yeah, all application related, all API related resources you have to define in this. So for your API development, mainly which files are required? Please confirm. For your API development, which files are required? Views.py separately. API related views.py. API related urls.py. API related serializer file must be required. Models, already models are there. Application related model only we require to use. That's why inside the API. Now let me create views.py. Okay. So next, inside API folder, let me create what is the next one? urls.py. Inside API, let me create serializers.py like this, right? Yeah. Any doubt, friends? Are you able to see? So these are things nowhere related to your application. These things are related to API. Okay, that's all. Now let me open serializers.py. Okay, serializers.py. You have to write the serializer for HYD jobs. Assume that's all. Only this one only I implemented, not remaining. For this, I want to write the serializer. That's why I want to write the serializer for this. Can you please confirm inside serializers.py what file I have to take? Okay, what file I have to take from serializers? Okay, REST framework. Can you please guide, sir? I forgot. From REST framework serializers, import which is serializer I required? Model serializer. Now you have to define serializer for which model? You have to define serializer for which model? From test app dot models import from test app dot models import HYD jobs. This is the model, right? From test app dot models import HYD jobs. Like this I have to take, sir. Next class HYD jobs serializer of model serializer HYD jobs serializer model serializer. Okay, now class meta sir, model is equal to HYD jobs. Which fields you want to serialize, right? Okay, fields I want underscore all underscore. Any doubt, friends? Are you in the position to understand, right? Okay, now just the serializer file completed. Okay, next views.py. Okay, so views.py, it is the API related views, right? Not a test application related views. Views.py. Okay, now inside views.py, which code we have to take? From REST framework. Import view sets. Have you remembered? We can develop view classes by using REST framework in two ways. One is API view, second one is view sets. Okay, Now view sets. Okay, here class HYD jobs CRUD CBV. HYD jobs CRUD CBV. Like this I'm taking HYD jobs CRUD CBV. Okay, of view sets dot model view set. Correct or not? Model view set. Okay, like under that serializer class I want to write. That's why if you want to write a serializer class from test app dot API dot serializers. Observe the terminology from test app dot API dot serializers. Import HYD jobs serializer. HYD jobs serializer like now serializer class is equal to HYD jobs serializer. Next query set is equal to, so if you which query set you want, employee I mean sorry jobs, right? HYD jobs, so import the model from test app dot models import HYD jobs. Okay, query set HYD jobs dot objects dot all. Clear? Can you please confirm? Any explanation is required? Ayyo. Respond friends. Clear, right? Serializer is ready. Views also ready. What is the remaining file? What is the remaining file? Two files already we created, sir. Now urls.py. In the urls.py, sir, this is the API URLs file or otherwise project URLs file. Please confirm. Is it API related file or a project file? Project file we should not touch, man. It is the API related file. Okay. Now under API related file, what I'm trying to take is, I hope you may aware how you can do that. So let me go for project related. Maybe some words may be required. Okay, API related. Just here Django admin is not required, test app views are not required, so maybe URL may be required, comma include required. Okay, now here do you know we have to create default router. Default router. That's why what we have to take, can you please confirm? So from REST framework dot routers or otherwise import routers. Okay, router is equal to routers dot default router. Are you getting? Default router is ready. Now you have to register router dot register. Yes, all the remaining authentication, authorization, all those things inside API views we have to define. Raman, so just whatever API development we did, same thing we have to do here inside views.py. Just router dot register. Here I'm taking HYD jobs info, like this. HYD jobs info I'm taking, sir. Next I have to register my view class. Okay, let me take from test app dot API dot views import HYD jobs CRUD CBV. Okay, here we have to take HYD jobs CRUD CBV. That's all. Router dot register HYD jobs info, HYD jobs CRUD CBV, like this we took, sir. What is the next thing I have to take? I have to define URL pattern related to router. Empty, sir. Have you remembered, right? Just empty. Here what I have to take, router dot URLs, router dot URLs. Have you remembered, right? This one we covered already in the last session. Okay, include we have to take include of router dot URLs. Yeah, any doubt? No. Sir, up to these 3 files completed. Now there is one small, I have to link my project URLs to this API URLs. I have to link up, sir. I hope you know. Okay, let me open project related URLs file. Okay, project related. Now here URL is what I'm taking, API. Which thing you have to include? Which one you require to include, sir? Very simple. Include of, okay, include of test app dot API dot URLs. That's all. Beautiful. Regarding now, whenever you are sending the request, 127.0.0.1 colon 8000. Now you will come to project URL pattern. Okay, from here API. Oh, now API. If you are getting API, now you will goes to API URLs file. In the API URLs file, what you took is HYD jobs info. So that's all. So this is up to server. Now from the project, whenever with API prefix is there, now the control will goes to API URLs. In the API URL, what is this one, sir? HYD jobs info. Let me check API URL HYD jobs info. Getting right? Yes. Sir, now that's all. My job completed, sir. Now, what is the endpoint? Can you please define what is the endpoint, sir? HTTP 127.0.0.1 colon 8000/API/HYD jobs info. That's it. Now, this is the endpoint I will share. To all my third-party applications. Array, if you want Hyderabad jobs info in JSON format, you are not required. Okay, just access this endpoint. Now all the jobs information in the JSON format you are going to get, sir. Observe carefully. Are you able to see, right? This is the API, browsable API. All the jobs information, whatever there, we can able to get. Clear? Okay. Now what I want to do is, sir, that's all. This is the information, right? Now I want to write a small Python file. Python script to access this endpoint and get the information. The Python application is responsible to display to the console all the jobs information, right? Regarding all jobs information, Python application is responsible to display that. What is the way, sir? Just this application, I hope it's already there. Don't worry, sir, if it is not there also, just I hope you can able to understand very easily, sir. Nothing will be there. Okay, this application I saved for your purpose. Have a look once, sir. Can you please? Are you seeing? Just have a look once. Import request base URL. Okay, Next, h endpoint r is equal request dot get off base URL endpoint. Now the data I'm getting. This data is a list of all jobs information. For each job in the data, company name, eligibility, title, mail ID, phone number. Can you please observe that? Company, eligibility, title, email, phone number. Is these things are there or not? Please confirm. This information is there or not? Yes, this information is there. Now, this Python application, I write Python application, right? Let me run this application. Py test.py. Can you please have a look once? Wow, beautiful. Now my Python application in a position to communicate with the Django application to get the complete jobs information. Now, sir, your Django application will become very powerful because of your API. Now, Java application can communicate. Next, mobile app can communicate. Next, desktop applications can communicate. Any application in the planet, regarding any application in the universe, can communicate with our Django application. Happily, jobs information it can able to get. Yes, Priyank, you can use, no problem. Django client application also you can use, no problem at all. You can move, you can, earlier last example is the same example, right? Here Python script I wrote. Earlier, I will move this application to pythonanywhere.com. Okay, I will move this application to pythonanywhere.com. Now, I will write a local Django application, which is the responsible to send the request. Now it will get and display jobs information to the end user. Same, right? The previous example, consuming third-party API. Same, we can do that. Django to Django, Python to Django, Java to Django, any XYZ platform to Django is possible because you wrote the API for your application. Sir, now application is the powerful or API makes that application powerful. Correct, right? API makes application powerful if you can define API. That's why normal application developer 6 lakhs or 5 lakhs. If you know API development also 7 lakhs or 8 lakhs or 10 lakhs. One offline student responded, sir. You know, sir, whenever they are asking how much salary you are expecting, 5 lakhs or 6 lakhs. Do you know REST API? Yes, I'm perfect in that area. Okay, we can offer 7 lakhs. This is the statement which was happening in our offline sessions today. Remember, that is the power of API. Getting right? Now, Android application can get Hyderabad jobs information or not? Android application can get Hyderabad jobs information? Yes. Okay. Java application can get, any application can get, you developed API for your application. So, up to last sessions, most of the people having the big doubt. SAR is always writing in the views.py. Okay, complete API development. Where is my application code? Where I have to write? Like some people may have the doubt. Now, all your doubts by default got clarified. Correct, right? Okay. Yeah, that's answer. So, in the next session, we will meet again.